Hey guys, what's up? So, unfortunately, I did record a 12-minute video on how to do this, what you see in the title, but some key aspects were hidden because of my damn face. But again, I'm coming with a short video. This time, the face is in the middle, and yeah, so I'm trying to demonstrate how you can build anything with Webflow using um, either ChatGPT or Claude. I did this using one of my old projects, the what's that, the Auto Hanger Advantage website, and that's where I cracked the code on how to build stuff with Webflow. So you have to understand that there are three ways for you to kind of explain or identify or track something that's happening within Webflow. So one is the classes, one is IDs, and the other is attributes. So you can use these three to kind of explain. I have this class, I have this element with this class, element with this ID, element with this attribute value that needs to be done when it's clicked, right? Or when it's hovered on, something like that, when a form is submitted. So that's the basic what's that basic principle of building anything within Webflow. And then you have to be good with English and prompting, obviously, to explain to the AI on what you actually need. So this specific example shows you how you can do that. I am basically using attributes. So what we need to do in this example is to showcase to show a certain element, a div block, when a specific country is hovered on. So if I hover on USA, I need this div block to show with its specific information. If I hover on India, then I need to show a different div block. So what's happening is you can obviously do this with the Webflow's native interactions, but the issue is if you are going to do it with 100 countries, then you'll end up with a lot of interactions, and if the client needs anything changed, you are done, bro. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to solve here, and you only need one code, and the rest is within the attributes you apply. So I'll just demonstrate it. I just did this, bro, so I don't want to go through it again. So what you have over here is the map. It's a SVG map. You can obviously uh, download this app, SVG map, I guess. Sorry, SVG import. Where the hell is that? So yeah, it's not showing, but anyway, it's over here. You have SVG import. Okay, it's not installed. So yeah, I'll just install it. What you have to do is you have to basically click here and paste the SVG. So you have to download the map as a SVG format, put it into Figma, then from Figma you copy it into this site. That's how I did it. And then basically you have to make sure each country has a specific class, not a specific class, a class, and then a specific attribute. So attributes live under here. You have to make sure the fill is a current color. If you want to apply different styles, it's not related to the video, but it's extra tip. And then you have to add an attribute named country US. So you just click on this. For the name you have to have country, and then for the value you have to have actually the country's name. So I'm not going to add it because the country's name is the unique value, right? You have to have a unique value. You cannot have duplicate values. It might work, but it will be funky, right? It's not going to be perfect. And once that's done, make sure you have all the cards. So this map hover card has the country equals US attribute over here, and the other one has country India. So by the way, these two cards are set to absolute, and this has a combo clause of India. It's India, spelling mistake, and it has a different positioning value because I want this to appear close to the country. And keeping these in mind, you have to go into Claude and explain. Say that I have a div block and a country SVG that has the same attribute value of the key country, right? the key, it's not the key actor, it's the name. So name country, the country, the name is the same but the value is different, right? On who of the country svg, I want to make sure the div blocks display is set to block and z index is set to 999. Then on who out, it's set to display none and the z index is set to 0. The country svg class is map country. So these has to be, these have to be specific, and that's how the AI can understand and generate a code. So what this does is it selects the dot map country svg, and on Hoover it finds the value that's similar to the div block and makes sure the div block has all these values. So currently the div block is set to display none, but on Hoover it's set into display block and z index is set to 999. Why I do this is mainly because on Hoover I need to make sure it appears above all the countries and it's visible, but on Hoover out I need to make sure the z index is set to 0 and it's display none, so that it doesn't bother with the Hoover events of the other countries, right? So we have a limited canvas over here and we don't want to block that. So once this code is added, you have to make sure it's on top of the page, and also since this is jQuery, you have to make sure you add the jQuery library, and that's how you basically do it. And in case if this doesn't work, you actually can do another thing. So I'm going to drop a gem over here, because this is quite simple, right? When it comes to complex projects, it's not going to happen. You cannot just generate a code and save it and it's not going to work like that. But yeah, let me show you. So if I refresh and if I hover over US, okay, you see this div block, and if I hover over India, you see another div block. So alright guys, sorry for the interruption. So back to the video, and yeah, as you can see it's working. And say if it's not working, right, what you have to do is you just have to mention this. So say that the code is not working, can you debug? Alright, so what this does is so what this does is it actually writes what we call console loggings, and for each line of code the code actually generates a message saying this is done, this is applied, the element is detected, and it tries to pinpoint the issue. So along the code there might be some issue that actually is happening and that we cannot pinpoint, right? Debugging helps you do that. So let's see the code. So as you can see, it has the console log, documentary jQuery is working, boom, console.log found map countries dot length map country element. So it's generating all these messages saying that they have found the country element, they have found the attribute, and we are hovering over. So everything is logged and it can be visible within the inspection panel, which I'll show you in a minute. So I'll just copy this code. I'll just go into this, paste, boom, save and close, publish. And before refreshing, let's right click and go into inspect. So you will see this, I assume you have seen this panel before, but if not, this is the inspect panel. This helps you look at page structure, any other sources. So what we need to go into is the console log. So right now we don't have any messages, but if you refresh, we see a lot of messages. So it says document ready, found 73 map country elements, and country element has attribute Brazil, Colombia. So this was taken from a previous project that I did. and this already has like all the attributes listed. And yeah, let's see what's working and what's not. So if I hover over USA, it says hover in detected, hover in country US, found one matching div elements, apply display bug, and the index 99. And then if I hover out, it's working. So this is amazing. And if you run into any errors, you can use this feature, console the code, and look where it's messing up. And basically what you have to do is when the error is detected, you can say it only showed up to this point. So we can say it only showed up to hovering over country US. And if I type that in Claude, if I say like I only got to this message, then it will understand, okay, this is the issue. uh, we are making progress in diagnosis. The hover is event isn't firing correctly, so they are trying to restructure the code and give a new code. So that's basically it, guys. 11 minutes. It should have ended within 5 minutes, but it is what it is. I dropped two knowledge bombs on how to build anything in Webflow and how to build anything in Webflow if it doesn't work. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions and if there's any feedback on how I send all these um, videos out. I'm trying to get them quickly as possible because of my time limitations. I don't have an editor, I just record and upload. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. Take care.